Oh. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with another deck profile, and this is actually going to be an update on the Flame Swordsman deck. There was a mistake that I made in the first Flame Swordsman video. I put Bonfire in. Um, I don't know what was making me think that it was for level 4 or lower fire monsters, but that's what happened. So this is a more updated, I guess, Flame Swordsman Warrior Toolbox deck. But so we're going to start off with the extra deck monsters. We, of course, have Flame Swordsman at 3 copies. Then we have one Fighting Flame Dragon. We have one of this guy, and you'll see how to summon him here in a second. We have number 35, Crooked Cook. It's an okay card. He could probably come out and be replaced with something else, but I honestly don't know. This is a pretty good extra deck monster. Let's see if you guys can read that. It's the... I'm just gonna pronounce the last name. Extra Joker. Takes 3 warrior monsters with different names on it. Warriors with different names on it. It's pretty good. Then we have the Link version of Flame Swordsman. All warrior monsters gain 500, and then when it goes to the graveyard, special summon a non-Link warrior monster from your graveyard, so it's pretty good. Then we have SP Little Knight. Everyone says it's a good card, but I guess in this deck it's not super good. And then we have Defender of the Labyrinth. We do have 2 normal monsters, and you'll see what those 2 normal monsters are. So the next bit of monsters are going to be the high-level monsters. We have Warrock. I think it's Sarah or Skylar, I think. A decent monster, gains 200, and then helps your other monsters also gain 200. And then once per turn, you can special summon a level 5 or lower, I think it's warrior monster. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a pretty good card. Then we have Warrock Otis. I think it's... if you were making a Warrock deck, you would definitely put this card in there. He can summon himself when you don't control anything without tributing, or if you have other Earth Warrior monsters. So if you're going to make an Earth Warrior deck or a Warrock deck, he's definitely a 3 of. Then we have one of the materials for the Star Guy. He's pretty good. And then, of course, the card to be able to fusion summon him out. I think we have one more high-level monster. Oh, no, we got 2 more. Again, just to be able to summon a monster and attack. We don't have any of the searching effect. The banishing effect is okay, but he could probably come out for something else in the future, potentially. Don't know what, so... I don't know, it's pretty fun. Then Lord Gaia, the Fierce Knight, is pretty good, especially if you're on the back foot or you're going second. It's pretty good. I like it. I think it's fun. Then we get into the 2 ofs. You could probably put 3 Marauding Captains in and it would be better, but I only have 2, so that's all that I can put in. So we got 2 Marauding Captains. Everybody knows what Marauding Captain does. Then we have 2 Amazon swordswomen. It's really funny when someone kills themselves when they attack into it. Then we have Celtic Guard of Noble Arms. We got the whole package. We got Obnoxious Celtic Guardian. And then, of course, you're going to have gotta have regular Celtic Guardian. I just have regular Celtic Guardian in because I think it's fun. Spiral Super Agent, some back row removal, and just another way to get some special summoning out to get to some of your extra deck monsters. That's pretty much it. Command Knight, just another random attack point increase. I think it's pretty fun. And then, of course, we only have one fighting flame swordsman. I think 2 would be better, but I only have 1, so we only have 1 in the deck. We have this card. It has a unique effect of being able to special summon a monster that's in the spell and trap card zone to your side of the field. So random pendulum deck or any deck that puts monsters in the spell and trap card zone. Then we have Old School Blade Knight, and I think we're into... Oh, no, we've got a few more monsters to go. 100 Dragon. His gaining attack ability isn't the greatest, but being able to protect an extra deck monster when you use it for an extra deck summoning is pretty good. And then the final monster is Mokage. This is the other normal monster that I was talking about, mostly for fodder or to get out this card. If you just somehow get both of them in your hand. Skill Source, I think it's a pretty good trap card. Other people might not. We have Armory Call. You will see here in a little bit. You'd probably want to put 2 in if you were building the deck or wanting to make it better. You'll see here in a little bit. Now, Dimension Guard is literally just for... Hold on. Amazon Swordswoman. You basically equip Amazon Swordswoman and it can't be destroyed by battle or card effect. Other than that, it can be used to protect some other monster sometimes. But that's pretty much mostly what Dimensional Guard is for. Then we have Old School Kunai with Chain. The reason why I don't have the Salamandre with Chain, which I would like to have, I just don't have enough fire monsters in the deck. So I guess if you wanted to go more into the Flame Swordsman route, you definitely want to put the Flame Swordsman trap cards in here. We have Grave Robber. To steal a spell card from your opponent's graveyard and use it can be good. Then you have to pay 2,000 life points after you use the card. So even if you can't use the card, or I think it's if the card gets negated, I don't think you'll take the life point damage, but I'm not too sure. Duplicate Die is really... It's probably the best trap card in the entire deck. This is one you could definitely play 3 of and or 2 of, I would say. I'd say 2 or 3 would be pretty good, but I only have 1. Mirror Force. It could probably be changed for something else, but it's fun. And Magical Arm Shield. Sometimes it can be clutch and sometimes it can't. but that's about it. On to the smells. We have 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Reinforcements of the Army. We have Sword and Shield. I don't know, it's a fun card to play, and when it comes in handy, it comes in handy, and you'll be surprised. At least, I don't know, I think you can. Then we have Warrior Returning Alive. Up there with a really good card. Just to be able to get any level, any warrior monster back to hand is pretty good. And it's kind of a suckier version of Monster Reborn, but it's also better than the other one. I don't know. Then we have 3 Flame Swordsman Dance to, of course, special summon Flame Swordsman, and the other effect of having a warrior monster lose 1,000 and all your other monsters gain 1,000 is still pretty good. We do have 3 of these, so we can get out Flame Swordsman pretty easily. Now, here's the card for Armory Call. There's 1 card right there. This card is really good. I'll read this one out because I think this one is perfect for this deck for the amount of normal summoning that you're going to be doing. Equip only to a normal summon/set monster. Monster you control. A monster you controlled. It is unaffected by your opponent's active effects or a special summon monster. During damage calculation, if the equipped monster battles an opponent's special summon monster, that opponent's monster loses attack and defense equivalent to the equipped monster's original attack during damage calculation only. So, pretty fun card. Then we have Bashing Shield. Monster gain 1,000. Then we have a fun card that I think is just funny. Legendary Sword. It is only 300 attack and defense, but I don't know. I think it's fun to play. That's the only reason why it's in here. I think we're down to the last 2 cards. And Phoenix Grifford is basically an upgraded legendary sword. So, I guess if you were making this deck for yourself, you would just replace legendary sword with a 3rd copy of this card. Gain 300, and then you can send this card from the field to the graveyard to allow your monster to attack again. And yeah, that was about it for this video. This was the upgraded version, so I'll have a link to the older one if you guys would like to look at that one. And that's about it. Have a nice day.